A handshake that could help ease tensions between the world's two superpowers. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met his Chinese counterpart King Gang in Beijing, the first such visit by an American diplomat to China in 5 years. The meeting comes at a time when relations between Washington and Beijing are at an all-time low. There are several areas of dispute, including the origin of the COVID-19 pandemic, Taiwan's status, and the fentanyl epidemic in America.
We're likely to see this visit open up space for more American diplomats to travel to China, different cabinet members to travel to China to talk about the broad-based dialogue between the two powers. And I think that's what we're likely to see. All of this is leading up to the APEC summit later this year, which Xi Jinping is likely to attend, and there's likely to be a meeting between him and Biden.
Blinken's trip was scheduled to take place earlier this year, but was cancelled by Washington after the U.S. shot down what it says was a Chinese spy balloon flying over America.
The trip has 3 objectives. First, to establish open and empowered communications so that our two countries responsibly manage our relationship. Second, to advance U.S. interests and values and those we share with allies and partners around the world. And third, to explore the potential for cooperation on transnational challenges.
Key to that cooperation in the past was a crisis hotline the two countries used to avoid any military misunderstandings or accidents. But Beijing says it won't take any more calls until Washington dials down its anti-China rhetoric. China has carried out military exercises around Taiwan after every high-profile meeting between U.S. and Taiwanese officials, signaling that any talk of an independent Taiwan won't be tolerated.
China is taking actions that the government in Beijing believes are necessary to protect their security against a United States that is militarily in many ways superior.
There's also the war in Ukraine, which is well into its 2nd year. Any resolution to end it will likely involve China, whose leader Xi Jinping maintains close personal ties with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
The fact that China has not yet crossed the line in terms of providing military assistance to Russia's war in Ukraine in a kind of overt way or significant way, I think is an important sign that China's behavior is still subject to rational shaping.
While no major change in policy is expected from either side, Blinken's arrival could help begin to thaw frozen relations between the two governments. Shoaib Hasan, TRT World.